Good afternoon, Wildcats. I'm Nathan Haywood, and I'm coming to you live from between my kitchen and my living room, where our family's ironing board is my desk. My shirt sleeves are way too small, and these white pieces of paper, well, there's nothing on them at all. They're just used for double tapping to make me look more newsy. Speaking of the news, let's get to the news, the good news, starting right now. This week we've bumped up our overall production. You probably remember that I was going to ask my children to help with our Wildcat SGN sign. Well, they brought me the letter S. I'll take what I can get. This week also marked a special occasion in the Haywood house. Take a look at this video of young Henry Haywood learning to ride his bike for the first time.
Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Who's riding a bike now?
Me!
You're really good at it.
Yeah!
Want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw it all this week, from a wedding proposal to talent shows and even furry little friends. Our coverage begins with our top story from Richard May from Kosciuszko County. But we might call it Narnia. You see, Richard spent the snowy day that followed Easter showing us all what our world could be like when he introduced us to his friend, Little Squirrel. That's wonderful, Richard. Keep feeding that squirrel, keep taking care of that guy. We all hope you'll show us more videos like that. South Whitley Elementary teacher Lisa Gothrop sent us an email this week with this picture saying, "I found out while I'm in quarantine that I'm going to be a grandma for the very first time. My oldest, Ben, and his wife Casey are expecting. Congratulations, Lisa. But the news gets better. Coming in September, they're expecting twins." And Sergio Zamora sent us an email saying, "I'm so glad you're doing Wildcat SGN. My grandma is recovering from open heart surgery, and videos like yours help lift her mood during these times." Sergio also shared with us that he wanted to wish his friend Betania a happy 30th birthday because on April 18th, not only was it her birthday, it was also the day her boyfriend Zoe was going to pop the big question. After spending the day watching Disney Plus, he invited their friends to all watch secretly from a Zoom call. We gotta be honest, we have no idea what happened. We don't know if she said yes. We tried reaching out, but we couldn't get a reply. But here at Wildcat SGN, we want to wish you all the best. If you're a senior this year and you'd like to get a free photo with your cap and gown, look no further than Eberly Photography. They're making available right now, for free, photos with your cap and gown for your senior portrait. Thanks for doing that, Eberly's. We appreciate it. Speaking of our senior class, we have some good news, Whitco. We have breaking news that we want to bring to you immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the valedictorian and salutatorian for the class of 2020, Miss Catherine Ousley and Miss Audrey Bradford. We're going to go down to them live over on Google Hangouts. Welcome to Wildcat SGN. Hey, congratulations. We're so proud of you guys. Salutatorian, valedictorian. Now, Catherine, you are our valedictorian this year, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And then Audrey, that means that you are salutatorian. How does that feel, guys? Maybe Catherine, you go first. Tell us what's that like.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we've been working at this for 4 years now, so it's nice to finally seal the deal.
Absolutely. I think that's an important point. You have been working at this for 4 years. This isn't in the last minute they made a decision and they just liked you best. This is your hard work going into this, right? Mm-hmm. So do you know your grade point average at this point, and are you willing to share that with us?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12.6250.
Oh my gosh. So is that more than you can actually achieve? Like, is it a 12.0 usually the highest, or what's the grade?
Yeah.
Amazing. Audrey, let's shift over to you for a second. Salutatorian, the hard work that goes into that. Tell me about the nights that you've spent working over and over, homework.
It came with a lot of stress and dedication. Like, I think that you have to have your mindset at it at the very beginning of high school if you want to achieve it, because if you slack just a little bit, you can just get right out of line. And especially for me, like Catherine, like she's pretty high ahead of everyone else, but like I had people that I was pretty close with, so I had to make sure every grade counted for me. Like really counted. So
any advice for those people, Audrey, out there that are watching this video right now that think that maybe during this pandemic, it's a great opportunity to slack off? What would you say to them?
Don't slack off, because, for example, like if you're a sophomore in high school and you're number 2 right now, if you just kind of like get B's throughout this entire thing, then this third person in line is like doing their work and getting all A's. They could easily go ahead of you. So just keep pushing yourself, even though I know it's hard to stay motivated at home. I know it, but just keep pushing yourself.
Catherine, you're involved in a lot. I mean, I've seen you in everything this year. From you were a part of Whitco's homecoming court. Actually, you both were a part of that, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys are in several clubs and a choir, things like that. What does it really take to be a student who is achieving at the level that you guys have achieved? I mean, we're not just talking about grade point averages.
You really have to care about what you're involved in, and you got to be willing to put in the extra work is my biggest thing. In the end, it'll all pay off, but you have to care. You have to have great time management skills, and yeah.
Do you have anybody that you'd like to personally say thank you to?
I would like to thank my family members and my teachers, past and current teachers, those that have just reached out to help me, those that have adopted me on the Facebook page, and those that have just completely wrapped their arms around me to support me.
First off, my family, like my mom and dad have been my biggest supporters, like since I was in middle school, and have like pushed me to be the best I could be. And my friends and my boyfriend now and my teachers, they have been absolutely incredible. And one teacher in specific in middle school was Mr. Handback. He really shaped me into the person I am today, and he like made me realize that I could achieve anything that I put my mind to. So I really, really appreciate him. And Catherine, like having my best friend be at the top of the class with me, we were able to push each other, and like we just knew that we wanted to be together at the end of this. And like, so yeah, thank you to her.
So you guys are best friends in real life?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. How long have you guys known each other?
Since elementary school. We've gone to school together. Yeah, forever.
That is marvelous. When I was in high school, and I graduated from Whitco in the class of 2000, our valedictorian's name was Philip Fetro. And Philip said in his speech, and I'll never forget it, he said, you know, having to give a speech after you work so hard is kind of like punishment for a job well done. I wonder if you guys are looking forward to the speeches that you'll give, or if you're a little bit worried about that. How do you feel?
We actually got permission to do a joint speech. So the two of us will be doing our speech together, which I think that's so exciting because it's something different, and you just don't see that very often. So I'm really hoping we get the opportunity to have a like real graduation so we can do that.
Well, I know that I'm signed up to help live stream no matter what the event is, whether we're all there or not. We're definitely going to live stream you guys. But I'll make a commitment to you also that if we have to do it aside from a live thing, like if something were to not allow us to have the time to get together because of the COVID stuff, I will make a commitment to still make sure that we get to hear your guys' unified speech in that way. All right?
Okay.
Is that cool?
That's
I'll do
great.
what I can to still help you guys to give that message.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I know our viewers are going to love getting to hear your story. You're exactly what we're hoping when a student comes to Whitco, and we envision them, you know, throughout our school, from the way that you guys have made friendships, from the way that you guys have joined our different clubs and you've sought out those different opportunities in athletics, and just soared academically. We couldn't be more proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to let you guys go. You have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, you too.
Let's turn now to Pearson Elementary, where teacher Emily Whiteleather took time out of her afternoon to meet up with her student Skylar. Skylar was going to be Whitco's Student of the Month at Pearson Elementary School, but that didn't stop Mrs. Whiteleather from making him feel special. She brought him a special bag of goodies with balloons and other fun things, and made him a poster with some of her favorite memories from their time together in class. That's what it's all about. Well, hey, if you grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, or even the early 2000s, we've got some good news for you. Right now, Whitcote Community Schools is rolling out all of their yearbooks for free. That's right, they're rolling them out for free. And you can go right now to whitcote.org/myyearbook, and you can start seeing yours. They're rolling them out a decade at a time. They began doing that this week with the 70s and the 80s already coming out. And by the time that you'll get to see this film, I am pretty sure that the 90s will have been rolled out and 2000s will be right around the corner. So go now to whitcote.org/myyearbook and view your favorite memories from your childhood, from your high school years. Go now. If you are out there right now and you have some good news, why don't you go ahead and pop that in our comments section or email us. You can email me directly or you can email our marketing department. And if it's good enough, and it probably will be, we'll try to get you included on the next Wildcat SGN. Over in Mrs. Long's class this week, 5th graders participated in a talent show. The talent show was hosted on Flipgrid and students could cast their vote for their favorite talent. We saw everything from dog training skills to throwing playing cards, to even dance routines. And our winners were the following students. 3rd place was Isla Rose and Dayton Day. In 2nd place was Chase Marshall with his skill at throwing playing cards to cut celery sticks. And kudos to the student who held their celery in their mouth, because that was impressive also. 1st place goes to Allie Brown and her light show composed to AC/DC. Great job, guys. Keep up that talented work. Let's turn now to some more good news from Study Hall. Lori Benson's Study Hall is always a place where Sean Blaine has felt welcome. And they've developed a friendship over the time that he has been in her class. He's a sophomore this year and he's moving on to his junior year next year. But Blaine has been doing something very special. He's been planting a garden in his greenhouse just to help those who may not have food.
My goal is to help all the people in need by growing vegetables and other things people can use to cook for their families. Right now is better than ever to help people because this global pandemic is forcing people out of their jobs, which can make it hard to feed their families. I'm going to help as much as I can by donating produce to those families that are in desperate need and are having trouble feeding their families. Here we grow many different kinds of things such as cucumbers, tomatoes, melons, carrots, lettuce, herbs, and so many other things. I will do everything in my power I can to help those that truly need it to survive.
You, Mr. Sean Blaine, are this week's good news. Well, that'll wrap it up for all of us here at Wildcat SGN. We hope you've had a good time. We know we certainly have. We hope that you'll share this with your friends and take time out of your day right now to go and tell somebody some good news.
Hello, we are the Comedy Cats. So technically what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be telling Lucy some jokes. So, why do the French eat tomatoes? Because they don't like fast food. What is a cat's favorite breakfast? What is a cat's favorite breakfast? Mice Krispies.